welcome back. My name is Lexi Jong, and here I like to talk about luxury makeup. And today I'm trying some new things from Victoria Beckham. So I do have the new mascara, the Future Lash. So we'll be trying that out. And then the other items are new to me, not necessarily brand new. We're gonna start off with the primer. So this is the primer that Victoria Beckham did with Augustinus Bader. And I have the original. I've been using this probably close to a month now and just kind of testing it out to see how much I like it. It's a moisturizing primer, so it really feels like a lotion. And you can see when I put it on my hands that, although it comes out white, you can see like this like gold pearly sheen to it. So there is one that is more gold. This is the original one though, so it doesn't really look gold on the skin, but there is a little bit of a pearly sheen to it. So this feels just like a lotion, and it feels really nice going on. I haven't had any problems at all with this primer so far. I'm really enjoying it. So I picked this up during the Black Friday deals, and they had a duo with the primer and the serum. So I'm also testing out the serum, and we'll see how that goes. I haven't tested that one quite as long yet because I like to introduce skincare items gradually, and I wanted to finish some things up first. So I will have my thoughts on the serum in a later video. All right, so for foundation, obviously Victoria Beckham doesn't have a foundation product out in her line. So I'm going to use the Clé de Peau Radiant Creamed Powder Foundation, which I'm trying to use up as part of my project pan. This is how far I am on that. And it's discontinued, and at this point I'd like to just kind of clear up some space. So that's why I'm going with this. I'm going to use the Guerlain foundation brush. Now, Guerlain has released a new L'Essentiel foundation in a soft matte formula, and I did order that. I really like the Glow formula. That was my go-to for quite a while, and now my current favorite is the Suku and the Kojando moisture. I love the aqua as well. So, but before that, my favorite was definitely the Guerlain L'Essentiel Glow foundation, and I still really enjoy that one. So I did pick up the soft matte, and it should be delivered, I don't know when exactly, but I just ordered it yesterday. So it's not here yet, and then I'll test it for a little while before posting a review on that. So we're just going for a little bit of light coverage today. And for concealer, I'm using the Chantecaille Le Camouflage Stylo in shade 1. And this, I really love this formula of it. It's like one of those light, flexible concealers. It like never really like dries down and gets crusty or anything. So I really enjoy this. And it's another item that's part of my project pan because, well, for one, I really love this particular formula, so I want to use it more. And, I just, I'd like to use it up to get a new tube. So it is one that I would repurchase. So that's it for that. Now for the rest of the face, we're going to leave that for a minute, and let's move on to eyes. I have one of the lid lusters. So I just recently, like a few months ago, tried the lid luster in Mink. Then I picked up the Honey and the Tea Rose. I really like them. So I did order some more. This is the blonde shade. And this one here, you can see it's like an ivory, but there's like gold sparkle. Can you see the gold in there? So let me just show you. So it's really more of like a white gold shade. You can see that gold reflect. So I wanted to try this, but I'm going to use the bronze eye kajal from Victoria Beckham, which I also got, forget, but sometime around the holidays when I ordered this I believe was like a free gift, or no, I think it was like one of those duo, and you pick a pencil with the eye, with this, what are they called? The lid luster. So it was like a duo. You could buy the two together and you could pick your color. So I picked the bronze pencil, and we do have a sponge tip applicator on one side And here is the pencil. Let's see how this looks. So you can see it's a medium warm brown, but there is definitely like this bronzy metallic glint to it. So we're gonna put the liner on first, and then I'm going to put the lid luster on top of it. So I'm gonna smudge out the liner so it's not harsh. I'm gonna move you in closer so you guys can see the action a little bit better. All right, so I did take the cap off of both ends, and just so you know, the cap on the end with the eye pencil actually has a VB on it. The other side does not. Sometimes the caps don't go on, you know, as tightly if you put it on the wrong end. So the VB side always goes with the color and the sponge is plain. So just a little note, because I always mix those up personally. I'm not doing a wing per se, but I am going to turn it up just a little bit there at the end and make it a little bit of a broader line down here at the base. So you can see I have this bump in the middle, and now I'm just going to kind of smudge this a little bit. All right, I'm going to smudge this down below as well. So I just put it in the lash line there. I'm going to smudge this in. I want to keep it light and bright on the inner part so my eyes look a little bit bigger. So here, what do we think? Do my eyes, does my right eye look bigger than my left this way? Hard to say. Now I have to say these eye kajuls are just so soft and creamy. I actually really enjoy them. I think they're very smooth, easy to apply. You know, for me, they last really well. I have used them on my waterline in the past, and I have to say, you know, they don't really work super well in the waterline for me, but nothing really does. I mean, a few things do, but I don't typically put product on my waterline because my eyes are very sensitive. And I know a lot of other people have sensitive eyes too, and they can use these on their waterline. I actually had LASIK twice. And after having that done twice, my eyes just became way more sensitive than they ever were before. So I usually just, you know, I just try to stay close to the lash line, but I don't typically put things on the waterline. One exception, however, is let's see here, where is it? It's in my sharpening pile, but the Chantecaille Brightening Eye Kajal. I can put this on my waterline here, and this is just like a light nude. And I put this here and it just adds a little brightening. Now, honestly, I don't notice if or when this wears away. So I'll have to pay more attention to that. But I do like to put that on my lower waterline. Now for the rest of the eye, we're gonna go in with this. I'm gonna use my finger here and I'm going to pat this on the lid, and I'm gonna go over the bronze here as well. And I might add a little bit more bronze to the, you know, right against the lash line, but otherwise I just really wanted that to be kind of muted and just add a little bit more dimension to this shade. I have to say that when I ordered this shade, I did not realize there was quite so much gold or how luxe this would look. I mean, that is a luxe color here. I really like the shade. That's gonna be it for the eyeshadow. And let's see here. Now, I forgot that I actually turned up the liner on the other eye a little bit. So I'm just gonna drag a little bit over here. And because the kajal is so soft and creamy, I can still get a little bit. I think I do need to add just a touch though of liner. So got more on for this eye, and let's just go over this. And this feels very creamy in the pan, but it's like it's not a cream like the, here, let me show you. See how much like I can depress that with my finger? It's very, very soft, and there's like a creaminess to the texture, but it feels more like a powder, like a cream to powder type thing. So it's not like a creamy liquidy type one, more like the Charlotte Tilbury. This definitely feels a bit more powdery, and pack it on very nicely with the finger. So I'm just gonna grab a brush. So I'm taking the Rephr 14. I'm gonna get a little bit on the brush, and I'm gonna put this on the inner corner here, or the inner portion here. And then I'm also gonna wipe off this brush and just use it to buff the crease a touch. So I always keep a microfiber cloth in my lap so I can just reach down and kind of quickly clean my brushes a little bit. And I just wanted to buff that a touch. So you could totally add a little bit more of the liner and buff that into the crease if you want a little bit more depth, or you could add like another one of the lid lusters. I think mink would be gorgeous, but for me, you know, I think this is it. Now when you're packing these up, it does come with this little cover which helps, you know, keep it moist inside so it doesn't dry out. So I do recommend keeping those if you can. And yeah, I think that's gonna be it for the eye. I'm just wiping off this 14 again, and I'm just kind of running it underneath a little bit. It's not really doing much, but it is spreading a little bit of the gold sparkle, so it just, you know, ties in a little bit better. Another thing I'm using for Project Pan is the GRWM Matte Eyes Brow Framer. I'm really not really enjoying using this right now. So like it always, like when you first touch the brow, it gets a little like goopy and you kind of have to work it in. And I don't know, my brows, like you can see I've got like sparseness in here. I think it really works better to have like a pencil or something in there as well. Sometimes what I do with this product though is I will take, you know, you can see what this applicator looks like, and it does, you know, help brush things in. But honestly, something like an actual brush, eyeshadow brush, or sorry, eyebrow brush works a little bit better. So this is just the Wonder Beauty eyebrow pencil, and just the spoolie end here. I like to run this through afterwards. But sometimes I will just take the spoolie and wipe this on the applicator with the product and apply it that way. And actually, I prefer that method usually. And typically I use the little Anastasia Beverly Hills eyebrow spoolie. It's like a double-ended brush, spoolie on one end and like a little angled eyebrow brush on the other end. But I am washing that right now, so we'll use the back of that one, and that's gonna be it for brows. You can see that product, you know, it looks fine from a distance, but up close, it's not my favorite. So definitely looking forward to using that up. And I think today we're gonna go in with a cream blush. But before we do that, let's go ahead and test out this new mascara. I'm gonna start by curling my lashes. Well, we're gonna just curl the one eye. So we'll curl the right eye, and we'll see what the difference is. So you can see the difference here with the curl versus no curl. And the reason I only wanted to curl the one side is because this mascara, it says it strengthens, lengthens, and lifts. A clean vegan mascara that loves your lashes and stays in place all day. So it says that the Future Lash washes away entirely, no lashes harmed, no remover needed. Just gently rinse eyes with warm water to seamlessly release mascara from each lash. So I'm curious whether or not this is a tubing mascara, because it technically does not say that anywhere on this box or on the website. This is the package that it comes in. It has a 6-month shelf life. We do have the ingredients here, and then it is made in the USA of US and imported ingredients. We have 4.8 milliliters or 0.16 fluid ounces. And inside we have a little pamphlet here, just a little fold out thing. And let's see, where's the English portion? All right, so the English part is on the back. It says Future Lash is a high performance clean mascara that stays flawless all day and creates a fluttery lash look I love. At the end of the night, it washes away completely with warm water, no remover required. And that's it. So other than that, it also repeats what I read to you from the back of the box. So here is the packaging, and now you've got this heavy duty, feels like glass tube, and this wand is what really intrigued me the most about this, because you can see how small it is and it's got that curved shape. So very curious to see how this works. Now, I've actually never tried well, that's not true. I haven't used a tubing mascara in many years. Back when like the Kiss mascara first came out, oh gosh, I don't even remember how long ago that was. I did try that, but it wasn't something I stuck with. I actually didn't find that as easy to remove as they had claimed, so I didn't really continue using that. But let's go ahead and test this out. So this is the side with the curled lashes. So here's our fluttery look. I have to say, this is the kind of lash look that I like. It doesn't really look like you have mascara on per se. It's definitely not thick or clumpy looking. We'll see when it's all done. So that's the lower lashes with it. And let's move on to the other side. Just wanted to see if I apply this and kind of hold it in place a little bit, if it would kind of curl the lash a little bit. Doesn't really seem to though. So I think it went up maybe a touch, but nothing significant. I would definitely still curl my lashes separately. And the reason I wanted to check on that is because the Jones Road Beauty one that it recently came out, I really like that. It's a different look than this, but that one I don't have to curl my lashes. If I just hold it up with the wand a little bit, they will curl and it'll kind of stay in place. This didn't really do that. All right, so let's go ahead and add another coat here. So it can definitely add a little bit more length and volume that way. Definitely more volumizing with 2 coats. And ideally, when I add a second coat, I don't like to wait too long between the 2 applications, because now it's, there's a little bit of resistance as the lashes are kind of drying. All right, so there's that. And I am gonna have to run through this, at least the left eye, with my Tweezerman eyelash comb. All right, so here are the lashes. And again, my left eye here was not curled and my right eye was. You can see the difference between them. So for blush, I did not set my face with powder or anything. I want to go in with a cream blush. This is the Kjaer Weis cream blush in Blossoming. I'm going to use the Refer 17 brush. Now this is technically a foundation brush, but I really like to use it for cream blushes. So I just swirl it in the pan, kind of tap it on and then blend it out. And it's just works really well for cream blushes in my opinion. It's a good size. For me, it's a little too small for foundation. And then for highlight, I'm gonna go in with the Guerlain Terracotta stick highlight and this is shade Nude. So I'm just gonna get a little bit on my finger and kind of tap that right above the blush here. And I'm gonna put a tiny bit of this right under my eyebrow as well, just to kind of blend in with the rest of the eyeshadow, because I did not buff up that high, but it, yeah, definitely tends to shine and glisten. Now for lips, I have some more new to me products from Victoria Beckham, and I purchased one of the lip liners and one of the new lipsticks. So I actually have several of the lipsticks now, but I really wanted to try the red shade. So we're going to use the red shade, which is called Pop, and I picked up the red lip liner as well. Now they do sell these two as a duo called the Pop Duo, which unfortunately I didn't see until after I'd ordered these separately, but I think there is a discount to get them together. All right, I have to say, here's my lipstick. This was on tight. So here's the red. Let's just swatch that. That's one swipe. And there it is built up. So it's a really nice cherry red, and it's definitely more of that blue-based red to it. Now, when you order the Victoria Beckham lip liners, you can purchase it with or without a sharpener. And if you purchase without the sharpener, I believe you save like $2. I purchased mine without the sharpener, and this is just called red. And if you purchase it from like another like website like Violet Grey or something, which is where I purchase a lot of my Victoria Beckham items, then you always get the sharpener. So you can see that they are definitely going to match pretty well, and they both have the same amount of blue base, I would say. Maybe a little bit more pink in the liner, but pretty similar. So I'm just gonna wipe away. I have a little bit of the By Terry liquid balm on my lips because they're pretty dry. And then we're gonna add this. So I outlined my lips with a very, very thick line, basically smudged that in, and then rubbed my lips together to kind of fill in the rest. So I do have it lighter in the center. And I have to say that this color looks great. I love this lip pencil. And one of the things I wanted to mention about the lip pencils is I really like how sharp you can get these. These are going to be a firmer, stiffer formula. So they're drier in the sense they're not one of those like really creamy lip pencils. They go on more like a traditional lip pencil. So, it feels more like, for example, a little creamier than a regular color pencil you would draw with on paper. But they stay put and they go on nicely. And again, the best part is that you can sharpen these to a really fine point. So it's just, sometimes a little bit easier to line your lips with something with a sharper point. Now let's go ahead with the lipstick in the shade Posh. So you can see just from here to here, sorry, I shouldn't have put it on so much of my lip yet, but you can see like this is much more of a warmer tone red. It's not warm, but it's warmer than the lip pencil. I would say this is neutral leaning cool, and the lip pencil is much closer to cool on the spectrum. Actually, the lip pencil is cool. So cool, neutral leaning cool. So hopefully you can see that. Let me bring it in a little bit closer. So just before I cover it up, this here is the lip pencil, and then we have the lipstick here. You can see the color difference. And let's just add this. And that's it. So this is the shade Pop. As I mentioned before, I have several of these Victoria Beckham lipsticks now, and I really like them. So they are a very nice lipstick for a clean brand formula. Several of the other lipstick brands I've tried that are clean beauty have been a bit thicker and not quite as comfortable on the lips as these are. These are definitely much thinner and, just a little bit more slip between the lips. So they are a little bit more comfortable in my opinion. Now, these are supposed to be like a hydrating lipstick, I believe. Let me just double check that. You know, it doesn't say, but by the way, the lipsticks are made in Italy and it's 2 grams, 0.07 ounces. And regardless, I don't find that these add any additional hydration to my lips. As a matter of fact, if I put this directly on my lips and my lips are kind of dried and chapped, I find that these lipsticks do accentuate that. However, if my lips are in decent condition, you know, they are great and they last slightly less than a typical satin lipstick because these are a little bit of a thinner formula. But I find them to be beautiful. I love the colors that I have, and they are actually one that I wear quite a bit. So really am enjoying these. Now, if you ask me what my favorite lipstick brand is, this wouldn't be that. However, if you're looking at clean lipstick brands, out of the ones that I have tried, this would be my favorite for clean beauty. Now, clean beauty is a whole different topic. I personally don't believe in the concept of clean beauty, but we can talk about that another time if you guys are interested. I would definitely recommend checking out Lab Muffin Beauty. I think that's the right name. I'll leave her handle down below, but she has a whole lot to say on the subject, and well, she's a scientist. So anyway, moving on. This is my look from Victoria Beckham Beauty, and I really like everything that I use. Just a few more specs that I didn't get a chance to give you with the lid luster. So this is the shade Blonde that I picked up. This is 5 grams or 0.17 ounces, and these are made in Italy. Again, as we mentioned, the mascara is made in the US, the lipstick is made in Italy, and then the lip liner is made in the Czech Republic, and it's 1.14 grams or 0.04 ounces. And then the satin kaujal liner in bronze, that's made in Germany, and it's 1.2 grams or 0.042 ounces. So that's basically everything here. All of the packaging here is recyclable, and if you order directly from victoriabeckham.com, she always sends her products in a like canvas drawstring bag. So that's everything for now, and we will do a check-in later on the mascara, see how it wears and everything. I'll definitely give you an update after removal as well. However, that update will probably be down below in the description box. Okay, so it has been 8 hours since I applied everything, and I wanted to show you how everything wore. This is the way it looks from a distance. I did not reapply the lipstick. This is actually just really the lip pencil that you're seeing. The lipstick wore off, but you can see how well the lip pencil has held up. So I'm gonna bring you in a bit closer. So this is everything. And you can see that the lid luster obviously migrated down to my lash line. And I have to say, with the mink one, it does not, there's not that much of a migration. So I didn't use any primer or anything, but did want to just kind of mention that. Now the mascara and everything, you can see there's no flaking or anything. You can see I do have little extra glitter on my face from the lid luster, but the mascara itself has held up well. So you can see what that looks like up close. And here's the lip pencil. So you can see it's worn off in the corners, and I've had like a little bit of migration. It's not like as sharp of a line, but again, it's been 8 hours. I didn't touch it. I have had, you know, food and water, so not too bad, but yeah, I would definitely keep an eye on it throughout the day, make sure that it looks good. But overall, I think it's held up well. So I thought we would just try, this is just a microfiber cloth, and I just got it wet with some warm water, and we're gonna see how easily this comes off here. So there we go. And I would say it, yeah, there we go. So you can see the little tubes here. All right, so it does come off very easily. I'm barely touching this, and yeah, it comes off. So my towel's actually getting cold now, and yeah, so that actually removes very well. I'm going to do the rest of it in my bathroom while I wash off the rest of my face, but just wanted to share with you the removal process. And you can see like the little bits here. You know, it definitely appears to be a tubing mascara. You can see the little tubes that have come off my eyes, and overall it held up really well. I'm impressed with the mascara so far. I'll definitely be using it more, and I'll give you guys an update on it in the future. So see you soon. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope this was fun for you. I really had a great time going through some products that I just haven't had a chance to use yet. And I'm really enjoying everything that I have tried on today. So please let me know what your thoughts are on this video down below. Would you be interested in seeing more videos like this, more get ready with me style videos? Or do you prefer just like a straight up review? And you know, any thoughts, I'd love to hear your opinions. So please leave those down below in the comment box. And if you have not subscribed to my channel yet, please consider doing so. The button's right down below, and I will see you very soon. So have a great day, and I will have that update down below in the description box on the mascara and how the removal went. So be sure to check that out. See you soon. Have a great day and stay safe and healthy.